Okay, so in this practice time, I'm going to show you how I used one single email, and it helped me convert a stranger customer that I found on Google into a $250 payment on PayPal. So let's go right now and see that. All right, so here we are on my Gmail, and this is my personal email, by the way. And so here am I. All right. So the subject of the email is get more steroid clients to your website, give it a shot. So if you're watching this right now, then you know that bullets and fascinations are probably the things that can make a person either read your email or decide that your email is not worth reading. And so the first hurdle to jump in copywriting or in email cold calling is to make that person, first of all, consider opening your email, right? Because that tends to also hurt your spam score. If you send, for example, 100 emails and then only about one of those people actually opened your emails, this tends to devaluate your emails and categorizes you as a spammer in the eyes of Google. And so every time you will send emails, you will be deemed as a spam and your email will be categorized as a spam. And so make it your duty to come up with very innovative bullets and fascinations to use for the subject of your email so that you can make people at least consider, okay, I want to open up this email. Because after they open up their email, of course, it's important that they read through the entire copy and that they do exactly as we intend them to do. But sometimes when that's not the case, even, I mean, if they do not go through the copy, you at least got them to open the email. That's a first great step, okay? And you should be very happy about it because that will not hurt your spam score, or that will not affect, or I would say that will not make you a spammer in the eyes of Google. So let's right now read the copy, and of course, like I said, like I promised, I'm going to show you how I wrote this copy by using the 16-word sales letter. And of course, let's read through this copy, and after that, let me show you the response of the customer after just one email. So this is first of all, I want to say that this is pretty big for an email. Normally, emails should be much shorter, but because this is a sales script, I tried to shorten this out as much as possible, but it is what it is. It came on, I mean, I couldn't make it less than this. I couldn't make it lesser than this. But like I said, for sales messages, they need to be a little bigger, right? For email short copy, normally it shouldn't be more than 150 or 200 words. You'd find that this sales script over here is well over 500 words, I would assume. But that serves its purpose because I want the person to say, okay, this person can do this for me. So starting from the subject, get more steroid clients to your website, give it a shot. What I want people to believe from that subject, or I want the person to believe from that subject line is, I'm going to help you get more sales, right? I'm going to help you get more clients to your website so that you get more sales. So I'm instilling in them that belief that, hey, I'm going to help you. You are struggling with a problem, which is you're not getting a lot of sales. And that shouldn't stay that way because I know a solution. I have a solution. And if you're interested enough and you read my email, then we can go with this. And of course, I said, hello, I have discovered your website lately. And as a copywriter and SEO expert, I noticed that you don't have content about the products you sell on your website. Recently, I have helped one of your competitors' steroid e-commerce stores write content for their entire website. And the good news is that the content helped them bounce from 16 Moz domain authority to 28 Moz domain authority. And I can do the same for your website. As you know, domain authority using the SEO optimized best practices in the market, that's a headline, right? I'll provide you with the SEO and the plagiarism reports to showcase the content that is 100% authentic. So here I'm trying to say that by getting my content, you're not getting something that is compromised. This content is 100% legit, and I'll provide you for the necessary documents to prove it. And of course, I keep on saying or adding to the bullets. Adding more content to your website will get free organic traffic directly from Google search, right? So I'm trying to get them to believe that by hiring me, they'll benefit from the organic traffic, which is a solution to their problem. They're suffering from, spending money on ads. That's a problem. They don't control the traffic. They don't have organic traffic. People don't visit their website. And so they're forced, and they're in a corner, forced to just spend money on ads. And they find it difficult to master these ads and to master the traffic. Of course, I keep on going by saying I have written more than 50 articles on the subject of steroids and supplements, which is true, by the way. So I'm a very, very gym enthusiast. And like I said, don't write about something that you don't understand. Okay, so if it's because I was, ever since I was 14 years old, I was training and still training today. And I'm a bodybuilder. And I know a lot about this. And that makes me more equipped to actually write about it. And I showcase that. Hey, I've written a lot about the subject and I know a lot about the subject. So I keep on going by saying, but by choosing not to boost the SEO performance of your website by adding content, your website will have a hard time being regarded by Google as a legit steroid store, right? So here, I'm trying to push them, right? I'm trying to push them to believe that they need to make this investment. This is called in the marketing world, the hot and cold, or the hot and cold, or the push and the pull strategy, in which I'm leaving it up to the customer to now either make a move and say, okay, I'm making a move right now. I'm going to change my website. I'm going to be better, or I'm just going to lay back and not do anything about it. And of course, I keep on by saying there's a massive amount of people looking for steroids every day, but the problem is that they wouldn't land on your website even if you offer the best steroid quality in the market. Here, pointing to the customer that you may be the best website in the world, and if people cannot find your website, then you have no trace at all. And so people need to be able to find your website in order for you to make any impact if you want to make an impact. So how are you going to make an impact if people don't find you, if people can't find you? So I keep on going by building even more intensity. Most store competitors have already made the move to boost their store's SEO by adding content to their website. I will follow and execute a simple SEO strategy that would help you benefit from a lifetime of free organic traffic by making a simple one-time investment. So I'm almost making it seem to be a deal of a lifetime. So I'm making it seem like you invest in me now and you're going to reap the benefits of this for a lifetime. And I keep on insisting that I'm an SEO expert, of course, by saying I'm an SEO expert and online instructor with 100,000 students on Udemy. I teach SEO and web development as well as copywriting. Of course, this is not the same as saying it up here, but it's clearly me trying to force that narrative that I'm an SEO expert. I know what I'm talking about. And if you want proof, go visit these profiles of mine. And of course, I keep on going and I show the person how they can order my services on Fiverr if they want, or if they want to work with me on PayPal. And here, to sum this up, I'm saying I can start by writing 2 articles so that you get to know how fast we can work this out. And after I send you these articles, you can determine whether you want to work out this project. Your competitors are taking full advantage of SEO and they have much content written on their websites, which boosts their SEO and ranking vis-a-vis Google. You have the chance to beat them at their own game now, or watch them use the unfair advantage. So you can see that the copy is pretty well chiseled and pretty well formatted based on the 16-word sales letter format. I'll show it to you. But most importantly, this is what the person had to say after reading my email. He says, "Hello, please send me a sample of your article. you have written about steroids. Some topics I'm interested in are, and he laid down to me some topics that he's interested in. And of course, I replied saying, give me 24 hours and I'll send it to you. And then after 24 hours, I sent them this article, which is a 5,000 word article that I mostly use as I would say as a lure or as a hook, because in the copywriting world, you need to be familiar with what we call the hook. And the hook needs to be something that is not just 100% of what you can provide. It needs to be 1,000% of what you can provide. So if you can write 500 word great blogs, make sure you write 5,000 word blogs. And I really mean it when I'm saying this, okay? And the reason why you want to do that is because this is what will allow the person to say, hey, well, this guy actually wrote an article that 5,000 words. This means that this guy's capacity of writing is amazing. So this person must be really talented. I should hire them. As opposed to if I went and just sent them an article that's 500 words, which is 10 times less than this article, then that person would not be impressed. And my aim is to impress them. And so, of course, he replied saying, I like your articles. And of course, he here says, let's talk pricing. How much would you charge for 5 blog posts? And I said I would charge $250 for 5, which means $50 per blog post. And he says, let's do it. And says, give me your PayPal address. So this is how it works. And so, of course, I replied later on with my PayPal link. And I sent it to him. And of course, he paid me later $250 after I provided the service for him. But you can get the point. You can go, it's very basic. You can go to a Google, of all places, find somebody, send them a script. I'm going to show you how to write the script for email copywriting purposes. And of course, you can get that person to pay you on your PayPal, $250. It's been just sitting there the whole time. You didn't know that person. But with this method, you can just walk in and just find the email of the person and send them this email and expect a good response such as this one.